The Colorado Springs Mayor and City Council don't have the luxury of waiting to see how the COVID pandemic plays out in 2021. They need to get to work on next year's budget now.
That process started today. KRDO News Channel 13 Scott Harrison is live in our studio with more details. Scott.
Well, the biggest surprise is that Mayor John Suthers presented the council with a 2021 budget that is up more than 5% over this year, despite the lingering pandemic. That means for parties relying on city funds, there will be winners and losers. The mayor says his budget priorities for Colorado Springs next year are in line with the city's long-term strategic plan. That means creating jobs, investing in infrastructure, keeping city services at high quality, and building relationships with communities.
That kind of interaction, I think, is very beneficial to our citizens, and it's fallen trees, it's problems on other problems on streets, all kinds of things, and we want to advance that kind of communication as well.
The budget will provide the money to hire 10 additional police officers and 8 new firefighters and cover pay raises for city employees. There will be more money to maintain parks and increase access for the disabled, raise the number of shelter beds for the homeless, and improve bus service by adding routes to the airport and the nearby Amazon facility. But because of a big drop in hotel and car rental tax revenue, many local organizations and events won't get city funding this year. Before the mayor and city council here in Colorado Springs could start the process of balancing next year's budget, even with so much pandemic uncertainty still in the air, they had to rebalance this year's budget that they thought was balanced until the pandemic hit. And having a proposed balanced budget for next year doesn't eliminate the uncertainty.
And this 2021 budget, is a best guess, if you will, and it kind of assumes that things will continue at the pace they're at right now.
That could mean more cutbacks, but hopefully, as was the case this year, no employee layoffs or furloughs. The City Council will have its first official review of the budget in 2 weeks, a preliminary approval on November 24th, and a final approval on December 8th. We'll follow the process for you. Live in the studio, Scott Harrison, KRDO News Channel 13.